think that 10% is overall completion. So that's like Riddler trophies, everything like that. I fucking hope
Oracle,
so.
go through the city's computers. Pull up all you can find on Dr. Young. I'll go through anything you find once I get to the cave.
A bat cave on Arkham Island?
I built it years ago. It's best to plan ahead for situations like this.
How'd you manage to keep this a secret?
It's me, remember?
So do you think Dr. Young's been experimenting with venom? The same chemical that turns Bane into that animal?
Yes, I'm worried. Bane seemed even more powerful than usual. Joker wants the venom, and that can only be trouble. I'm heading to Dead Man's Point in Arkham North. I'll contact you once I'm in the Batcave.
I don't know why it's portrayed as though, like, this is the first time the Joker would ever have been interested in venom. Like, it seems like if you were a supervillain and somebody said, oh, I've got something that can make anybody dead super strong, you're just like, what? Right, let me in. Put me in, coach. I need it. It has been, I'm going to be honest, a bit of a bad day tech-wise. I have been, I've accidentally started streaming twice because of a hotkey issue. And then immediately after that, in trying to adjust the brightness on my monitor, because the USB is like, for the ring light I have to use, is tied to that monitor, that went off. And so because I turned the monitor off, it reset my settings for this. Turned it back on. Blinded. So fucking blind. Which is just like, I can, if I close my eye, this was about 5 minutes ago, I can still see the imprint of what I was looking at. And what I was looking at was basically the surface of the sun.
What's the deal with Dead Man's Point? It's been a favorite suicide location on Arkham Island for over 100 years.
Yeah, I know. I once saved an unfortunate inmate.
I fucking know, Oracle. Why are you telling me that, Oracle? You know as well as I do that I saved a guy there once. Fuck off, Batman.
From leaping off into the rocks below. I found a cave entrance, and over the years have moved a number of supplies here. It's a regular home away from home.
Wait. Why did that imply that he moved here because it was a suicide hotspot? This fucking... my actual proper 360... No, it was not 360. Like, Xbox controller. Just flat out broke itself. The stick keeps drifting. I have taken it apart. I've taken it apart. I've used an air hose on it. There's just fucking nothing that I can do to fix it, and it is so annoying.
Take patient interview. Subject has no recorded name. Alias listed as the Joker. In the room is Warden Sharp and myself, Dr. Young.
Is this another one of those boring psychedelic...
Here's the thing, right?
No, it's not.
I can see the Joker
In the flesh.
bleaching a skull,
You want me to look at the info
or having
of
somebody
the
bleach a skull, and then, I don't know, or digging up a corpse, and then
when I was a child.
drawing lipstick around the skull. I can see that. What I can't see is the Joker, like Jared Leto's Joker, sitting down for hours, an hour, potentially, because it looks like it's fairly neatly done, to have damage tattooed on his forehead. Coming in, striking while the iron's fucking freezing, with criticisms of Jared Leto's Joker from 1,000 years ago.
Anything can be cured given the correct treatment.
And you think you can cure me?
Oh, I know I can.
Like, there's stuff in the comics that sort of proves it as well. There's the an image that's been doing the rounds on Reddit recently of Martian Manhunter rewiring the Joker's brain telepathically to make him sane, effectively, you know? And it's... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Fuck off with your knife, you dick. Oh, that's interesting. I'm doing shite. Hang on. Alright, reset, boys. Reset. There we go. I got it. And you can do it while you're on the ground. That's good. Love that. But also there's Batman White Knight, which I think I spoke about yesterday, which is an alternate continuity where Batman effectively just like forces a bunch of experimental pills down the Joker's throat, and it makes him sane for a bit. The original personality, which is like Jack Napier, I think it's still Jack Napier. Jesus comes out.
My family's blood ran through the heart of Gotham.
My
We
family's
were doctors,
blood.
politicians and teachers. We have been the organ cleaning the arterial filth from the city. We have been its servants, giving all to protect it. And still it has chosen to hurt us.
Here is the silver lining to having lost my job, right? I don't now have the disposable funds to go out and like do stuff in the evenings. Streaming. It's free. It's free. It lets me chat shit at length. We concerned about these schools, or we're just gonna sort of like let them be? Lets me chat shit at length, which is my dream job anyway. And you know, it lets me go back and actually reappraise some games that I've never, or rather have like only played a couple of times before.
A challenge completed. Can you do more?
That was oddly supportive by the Riddler there. That's like your maths teacher. Oh, you done one, but I think we both know you can do better. This is unbelievably impressive. This is some Thunderbirds, Tracy Island shit. The entire rock wall fading away like a Dark Souls 2 illusory wall. I love that. Look at that. That art direction is so phenomenal. The crumbling brick arch, the waterfall behind this wrought iron and these chains. It's just fantastic. He did get wet. He did get wet. I'm sure that's quite annoying. I do like the implication that this is just like where he gets to be messy, like where he can just like dump all his shit where Alfred can't see. Got on a fucking screen, Spats.
Dr. Young was heading up a project. It was big, lots of external funding.
Anyway, I was saying I got a new controller because my
I can't make sense of it.
heavy,
What does it mean?
really nice
Looks
feeling
like she was experimenting on
Xbox
the
controller
Arkham
broke.
patients. This new chemical
I took it
only
apart.
barely resembles the original
Air
chemical
hose,
compound.
dug around with
There
it with
are a
like, even
number
like a
of
lock picking
changes
kit
that
to get
appear
the
to
like
amplify the strength
little
of the
bits
drug.
out.
Multiple
and
references to a
nothing.
Titan formula.
Can't fix it. Can't
Even
fix
a
it
small
myself.
amount
Not
could
clever
trigger
enough.
a venom-like
So I've had to
transformation
get
in
like a
host,
cheap
eliminating
knockoff
the need for the
alternative.
storage tank Bane requires.
And clicking the sticks and the shoulder buttons feels
Hang on. These
so
notes
bad.
aren't complete. The formula is missing. That must be the secret Dr. Young is hiding. If Joker gets his hands on this, he will create an army of 1,000 Banes.
So,
God, is Joker crazy enough to do that? What am I saying?
I mean, I know I
Gotta
said
stop.
so, but like, Superman can probably take care of that in 20 seconds, and I know that. I think according to the Suicide Squad game that's coming out, they didn't form the Justice League until after the Arkham series was
I'm
complete.
going after her.
But just like,
She was heading to the mansion with cash.
in
I'm
fact,
going
no,
to
that can't be right
Arkham
because
by
there
the
are references to Superman in Arkham City. Yeah, just get Superman on the case. Yo! Yo! Physics items, fucking brilliant. Didn't even realize. At its best, this game feels like a sort of like weird Metroid Prime spin-off. Right, now I can go back and get What's-Her-Face in the lab. I think there's probably a reason why subsequent games started you with this grapple gun, or at least had it one of the very first unlockables. Let me just see if this... No, obviously the Batman thing to have done there. Yeah. Ah, that's actually really well thought out.
Why are we the ones trying to open it?
Hey, bitch. Bam. There's a lot of, in the subsequent games, you get a lot of points for variation of stuff. The fucking unbelievable distance you get on these strikes. It's so good. Oh, hello. Bonk. Do you reckon Joker goons are allowed to submit expense reports for all the makeup they have to buy? I'm going to say
So what was it that gave
yes.
it away? The big green glowing question mark?
That's your riddle. Like, that's your... You're taking the piss out of yourself there. Oh, what the fuck is that doing there?
You're kidding me, right? That thing's not a man.
Cash, for fuck's sake.
My God!
Can we have a little bit of respect for people who are a little bit unfortunate?
Dr. Gretchen Whistler. Do you understand me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Ah, no, fair enough. Fair enough.
So it's dinner. I'm getting hungry.
Oof. Short and sweet. Da-da-da-da-da, can't remember if we have the Catwoman in this one. If she like
Great
turns up as
detective has solved a mere 10% of my challenges.
wow, and I wasn't
Are
even
you
fucking
ready
trying.
to give up yet?
What? Oh, you're making steady progress, and it doesn't appear to be difficult for you. Do you want to give up?
Starting last April until 2 months ago. Then nothing. The payments came from a company owned by Mr. Jack White.
One of Joker's oldest aliases. So, Joker pays Dr. Young to create his army, and then all of a sudden he stops. Doesn't make any sense.
I'm trying to remember if Jack White is an alias from the comics. If it is, if it is, I can't remember. It seems like a real slam on Meg White's
Can you hear that,
ex-husband.
detective? It's the sound of me clapping at your success. Oh, because an idiot would have found that trophy.
Speaking of Meg White, there's this whole thing with Batman villains where it's like their compulsion means that they cannot help themselves in a lot of cases. So, like, there's a point where the Riddler has deduced, in the comics again, and maybe in the movie, but I haven't seen Batman Forever in ever. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that movie. Where the Riddler has deduced Batman's identity as Bruce Wayne.
The payments to Dr. Young's account didn't stop exactly. They were declined. Dr. Young put a block on her account.
Sounds like she had a change of heart. She tried to block the payments. Joker doesn't like it when his partners try to back out.
So he decided to get himself back to Arkham, find his formula, and create the army himself.
Exactly.
I'm going to say this bit very clearly. These things, cogs, enormous. Who doesn't like big cogs? They're like a stable of steampunk design, and it's all the better because you know that they were genuinely cast and then used in like creating some of the most famous really old bell towers and clocks.
Two mail stand out. The first is a resignation letter dated last week.
Clocks.
Sounds like she's
Clocks.
trying to get away.
I said
A message from
clock,
Joker. Well, Jack White.
not
It's a long thread.
penis. What the fuck do I even search for here? Oh, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. Bottom live. Breaking character, maybe?
Right then, so basically your sole reason for living because on day after day.
Not this, not this, not this, not this, not this.
Year out, slime in this ear, slime in that ear. Don't you ever yearn
For change? Bottom live. I said brick. Yes!
I really meant, did you get the Sunday papers?
No?
No. All right.
Amazing.
Pick 'em up off the mat. Hey, and don't touch my brick while I'm gone. I said brick. Not penis.
That's fucking brilliant. Whoa, cancel, cancel, cancel. I'm about to go elsewhere. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. All right, here we go.
She's begging to stop the experiment, says it's too dangerous. A message from Joker. Well, Jack White.
Bastard.
It's a long thread. She's begging to stop the experiment, says it's too dangerous. He's not listening.
Oh, it puts you right back at the start.
Random threats to her family, a couple of bad jokes, a picture of a dead baby in the threat.
Go on.
He says, I'm coming
Wow.
for you. I want what I paid for.
I don't
And
think...
another joke about wheelchairs. Lovely. And a drawing of some kind of donkey.
No mystery why she's so
I don't
scared.
think they make the
I'm
Joker
coming
as,
after the
like,
service. I'll find her.
obviously a prick in the later games. It feels like that is purely for, like, to show that he's heartless. You know, I don't think there's another dead baby joke in the series, unless I'm misremembering. Oh.
Easy. A blind man would have stumbled over that one.
So why do you put it there? I mean, it's... I suppose it's consistent with the Riddler's character that, you know, he does you down. Presumably he's even, like, justifying his shite puzzles to himself as you go, but still. Oh! Oh, thank God. I thought I'd fucked up and done a,
You found that one. Sorry, it wasn't much of a challenge.
one of my
I was running
old games on the streaming category. But nope. I do appreciate that there is an interpretation of Batman in these games that's like, the rest of the world can go hang, provided he can beat the Riddler at like a Trivial Pursuit challenge. Oh, I haven't even acknowledged, nor should I, because nobody gives a shit. New stream setup. Where the fuck are you? Oh, there, bastard.
Taped patient session 2. Patient name Waylon Jones, aka Killer Croc.
So, is this the part where you try and reason with me? Find out why I did it, Doc.
We're here to help you, Mr. Jones.
You got a cure for me then, Doc? Can you make me?
I don't think that waveform is accurate.
Choice of words. No one's
In fact, no, it's not.
really normal, are they?
Figured as much. So, how about this, Doc?
I went off at length in the last stream about how he's like, oh, for fuck's sake, Mouse is just all over the fucking place.
It's just an urban myth.
Oh, you think? Keep believing that, Doc.
There are cannibals in real life. It's not like a... That's not an urban myth. Ed Gein, I think maybe Jeffrey Dahmer did it. The crew of the Terror and Erebus. Cannibalism is disgusting but real. The lads from Alive, which has just been made into a movie called Society of the Snow, which I want to watch. Whoa. Am I going the wrong way here? Yep. It feels like such a well-designed location. This new Arkham Asylum. There's clearly... And what I really like about it is there's clearly a lot of history that's gone on. Fuck. What was that? What?
Ding dong! Joker again? Don't worry about the bat. I put a few surprises along the way if you decide to turn up and spoil the fun. Oh,
I think...
and if you hear a shot in the dark, don't worry.
I think some of the best bits of the series are where Batman preemptively takes out Joker's like countermeasures and stuff.
Looks like the Blackgate thugs have access to the armory.
Yeah, fucking hell, who would have thought that they would have gone straight for the guns? Oof. This Joker, criminal mastermind. Da-da-da-da. Blind spot a mile wide. It's that thing between like predators and prey. Prey has eyes on either side of the head, so they have like a wider circle of vision, whereas predators have their eyes right in the front, so they can like zoom in on their prey. I feel like these guys are just like no, there's some fridge logic there. They are predators to such an extent, that it means they cannot look out for another predator coming their way. Fucking well done, Rocksteady. You've fucking nailed it with this. Oh, hey. Ugh, shit, it's a knife. A knife! Why did I lose my combo there? Fuck. It's double tap in this game. I forgot that. Whoop. One thing I did always appreciate about these games is you can prioritize key targets in combat for like a instant takedown and stuff, and they're no harder necessarily. Like in regular gameplay they are, but if you have like a combat takedown ready, you can just fucking mash them out. This is the one I want. Good, good.
I seem to be losing men like there's a plague in town. I guess the bat is back. I've got a couple of men in the guard towers covering your movements.
Oh.
They're both loose cannons, itchy trigger fingers, and, well, you know, accidents do happen.
I will give this game so much credit for making you genuinely feel like the Batman. You're stealthy, you're almost too powerful against mooks. It's only when... Oh my god, maybe almost too much chat. Maybe almost too much chat. Hey, does it look, with the new streamer setup, like I'm saying these subtitles?
Take patient interview 17. Joker remains uncooperative. My earlier diagnosis remains true. I believe he enjoys his persona too much.
That's like when my girlfriend Nolly says, "Oh, you're the funniest person you know," when I've made myself laugh too much. And she's right.
Dr. Quinn's out. I know. I've seen the tapes. I saw what happened.
What can I say?
His breath must reek. Nobody has this much riz, you know? Nobody has enough riz to seduce Harley Quinn with gums like that.
Scratch my back, Doc, and, well, I won't have you wrapped in plastic and left in a gutter.
But when you hear tapes like that, you just go, you know what? Yeah, that man's got the old charm. He's like fucking James Dean, or what the fuck? Not Bruce Campbell. That man's got charm for days. But is his name Bruce? Then he was in Smoking the Bandit. Bruce Burt Reynolds. Fuck. Oh, sorry. I was you know, that's fair enough. Sorry, lads. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Jesus Christ. They surely won't be able to hit me if I'm rolling.
Hello again, boys.
Fucking hell, it's unreal how much chatter there is. Really?
However, a bruise here or a cut there.
Really? Oh, it's that.
I'd have solved all the puzzles by now.
I mean, it seems as though you wouldn't have been able to get back to quite a lot of these trophies on your own, so...
Maimers and murderers that are not yet in the old mansion.
Diddle-a-doo.
Gotham's veins,
slowly filled with pain and suffering, the effects were felt everywhere.
My father fell first,
infected by some foul disease.
My mother lived on,
but only in a dream.
I returned to the family home to care for her, where she remained in her bed for as long as her body continued to breathe. Her tears kept me awake at night.
Move before I feed you to the man himself.
trying to think here, right? I need to get up to that little lip on that building. Oh, fuck off. Ooh, there's a nice visual cue there that I don't think I ever knew about. Oh, sorry. Sorry, it's all fine actually now. Problem's been taken care of. I seem to remember the first time I played this game, this bit actually taking me quite a while just to kind of like figure out a way around these perfect snipers. And the snipers were never this good in the rest of the series. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Tunnel vision, to tunnel vision, to tunnel vision. Bam, bam. Backlaw not being on the top of the select thing is fucking me up. Right.
Ding dong. Warden Joker would like to announce.
Right. They're repeating, so I suppose that I now understand why there's quite so many individual pieces of dialogue, because they're not.
Breaking some legs if they don't pay.
Good times. You want in? I can put in a good word.
Sounds great. I'm up for that.
Give me a second. Whoa, wrong one. Pow. Big old fucking kick, love it. And actually genuinely really appreciate the bang, the like speed lines. Bang, fucking yes. Really appreciate the speed lines on his like overhand punches. I feel like it's great. Are you ready? Are you ready for punch? Yes, I am. Oh. There's a Batman villain and I think a Green Arrow villain, either created by Kevin Smith or primarily written by him, called Onomatopoeia, whose whole thing is that he's like, he makes noises of things. I think he's also like a contract killer. So he'll like,
journey lasted little over a month.
He breaks somebody's neck and he will say, snap, for instance. It sounds shit when I say
I was
it.
exposed to a wealth of new ideas.
Keystone City is where the
my
Flash
day
is from.
Returning home in good spirits.
Oh, unless that's
Eager
Central
to see
City.
my wife and family.
Is Keystone where Green Lantern? I don't fucking care.
Kneeling in their blood, broken fragments of my life, pouring through dripping red fingers.
I'm hungry now. Just really makes me want KFC, that. So, onomatopoeia, right? Now, why is there no Batman villain whose whole thing is music, like show tunes? It seems like something right up the street. Dun, 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 dun. Are these all bad guys? Certainly are. I don't have a sonic batarang yet. I can't attract them. I think maybe this was one of the... Oh! No, I'm thinking of the church from Arkham City. Alright. Seems like the smart thing to do was just kick the shit out of everybody first. No. Not even close, bitch. Ah, fucker. Pretty good, pretty good. Pretty good. I'll take that. Deceased. Fuck. You're my #1 guy.
That one could have been solved by a monkey. But good job, nevertheless.
Not really. It didn't actually make all that much sense as a clue. It was literally just because I saw it out of the corner of my eye. Right. Hey, welcome to the Circus of Values. What am I looking for? How long do the springs last? On these things? Oh my god, fuck that. Absolutely fuck that. Ooh. Did that just happen to land up there? Or is that a little Easter egg? Can I... actually... No. Alright. A lot of cages. In the same way that if you lived in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, you'd want to be a glazier, just because everybody constantly gets thrown through windows. Oh, just let's research? Alright. This feels like you want to work in wrought iron. Well, that would be an umbrella. I don't think Penguin's in this, is he? I think Penguin's in Arkham Asylum, Arkham City first. Yeah, but what if I just disturbed the peace, you know? What if I made a lot of loud noises? Genuinely
I returned to my work.
Fascinating. A really interesting way to tell the story. It rewards exploration.
I should have been repulsed, but I was more eager than ever to find an explanation for why someone would do this.
So one of the things I don't particularly like in... I think I spoke about this last time I streamed this. Something I don't particularly like about A Serious House on Serious Earth is the all the constant child molestation references. Nope, taken down, bitch. A lot of files, a lot of files. More often than not, I always found that the strike on people who were down was more trouble than it's worth in subsequent games. Like, you would always end up like getting caught on somebody, and it took too long, really, to be worth your time.
Well done. You passed the elementary grade.
And there's a part apparently in Arkham, the Arkham Asylum novel, where it's made explicit that, like, Amadeus Arkham and his wife were sexually abusing their daughter. I didn't get that when I read it, and it's one of those where you kind of go like, I'm glad I didn't get it, you know? Fuck off. I have no idea why I'm dropping these combos. Bastard. Pretty good, pretty good. Wrong button. Oh, I.
Being the last age first? Shame on
What?
you. Well, here's the punchline. 2 minutes, and the giggle gas goes boom. Permanently cheering up those miserable doctors. Tick-tock, tick-tock.
Good fucking voice work from. Hang on a minute. Alright, fine. Good voice work from Mark Hamill. Not that that should be surprising. He's a phenomenal voice actor. I think potentially my favorite voice role from him is a live action I fucked this right up. Alright, fine, fuck it. Fuck it. I think this is right. You know what? I'm just gonna trust my gut. It's not that way. And presumably that's what he meant by, like, skipping to the end. Yeah. Aye. Fuck! Oh, no. Does this make sense? Yeah, okay. I think maybe it does.
Remember the hostages? They're entering their final 60 seconds of remembering to breathe. Tick-tock, tick-tock.
That's plenty of time for me to fuck around in vents. Oh shit. I meant that mostly as a joke, but it turns out no, it was very, 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 very much fucking around in vent. Cool. Good, yes. I'm a-coming. Where are you? Sorry?
Just 30 seconds left.
Oh, shite.
All that running about hasn't ruined that exquisite costume of yours.
Ew. It was a bit of drama for you. Bit of drama. Okay.
Thank you, Batman. Are they all gone?
Yes.
Now, they preempted COVID.
What happened?
It all happened so fast.
Slash didn't want to animate him out.
Began tearing up the place like they were looking for something.
No, they actually, no, I'd say that back. They've animated it.
They took Dr. Young. She rushed in here and they followed. I'm sorry. When I came to, we were all tied up. Doc Young was gone.
Alright. I think we're doing... Okay, here. Can't get through there. Can get up there. I'll go through... Nope, can't go through that way. That door? Or does that just hit me back the way? Right, yes. Okay, cool. We have other options here. What does a bird need in the rain? He needs a umbrella. Presumably it's in here somewhere. I completely forgot about that. No, 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 no. Oh. Yeah, so he's not in this. Yeah, he's not in this. And they massively redesigned his... they massively redesigned him for Arkham City and beyond. Boys, boys! You can all have me. I think there's just something psychological about having that on the, like, up quick button, which just makes a lot more sense. I think that's probably why they changed it. And it's certainly not a muscle memory thing on my account. No way, no way.
Answer me! I said I don't know. She could be.
Here's where it becomes a little bit annoying.
What's that collar do? Why is it making that noise?
It's the suicide collar, but it sounds weird.
Suicide collar?
Well, they've got some other name, but, well, we just use them to monitor patients' heartbeats. If it drops too low, the alarm goes off and a crash team rushes in.
And so does my crew if you trigger one. How do you like them apples, bats? Standing around in the... let's see...
To see the show tonight, and there's a light on. Heavy. Actually, no, I shouldn't be singing that. Anthony Kiedis is scum.
I won't spoil the surprise and let them know you're coming.
I got bought Anthony Kiedis' autobiography years and years ago, actually, now. For Christmas. I think just because I play guitar. So my relative was just like...
Cash is in the next room. Sounds like he's taking a beating. You better help him.
I'll take care of it. You stay here.
I saw these statues and was immediately like, well, what's the lore behind that? It was a very Dark Souls reaction, just like, okay. Alright, so she's grasping a cloak up there and she's dressed... Now, that's cloaks aren't typical to Anor Londo. In fact, if anything, they're more typical of the New World up towards Drang Lake. So, is this another daughter of Gwyn that we didn't fucking know about? Because that's where the fucking story of Dark Souls went. It's just adding daughters to Gwyn. But it wasn't. It was. It turns out it was just a I don't know, Batman thing. Records office, perfect. I think maybe this is the Predator map I was thinking about. Got him, bitch. Alright, and there goes his first suicide collar, which is fun because it generally does add a lot of challenge to the map. You can't just like take everybody down silently like this. At the same time, it makes it feel... I don't know, I think in later games they went overboard with it. So they made it slightly less fun, but also it was fun in this because of how oh shit, OP the detective vision is. Whoop! I also think it's fucking brilliant that a large part of the stealth is based around just going fucking berserk and swinging between gargoyles. Like, it doesn't... Really? Don't think so. Where's he gone? Oh, really? Where's... Oh, shit, it's me. Oh, I'm fucked.
Gotta get behind him.
I'm fucked. Alright, here we go. Bye, lad. He died as he lived.
Little bats are sleeping. Someone finish him off.
He died as he lived in vents. But also, I don't buy that the Joker would... This Joker would just write it off like that? I've seen fucking... The Man Who Killed Batman from the animated series. He's livid. He tries to kill Sid the Squid. We need an Azrael Arkham game. Now that's interesting. Why particularly Azrael and not, say, Nightwing? Is it because he'd be more brutal? Is it because of all the foreshadowing that they did in this series about Azrael that never came off? Why did you say that, Gabe? Like, I'm not opposed. I think Azrael is such an interesting concept. I think that from the comics as well, John Paul Valley is fascinating as a character. You know, he's as traumatized as Bruce, but he doesn't sublimate it in the same way. He like embraces the violence because of what? How he was taught. It would be interesting to see a... Potentially, I think you're right. I think it would be interesting to see like a follow-up to Gotham Knights where... You know what? Maybe this happens in Gotham Knights. I don't know. I didn't complete the game. Where, you know, Batman's heir apparents like Robin, Nightwing, Batgirl, and that have to then face off against a more brutal Batman. That might be quite interesting.
Hold up, I'm coming with you.
I'm coming, I'm brave. Just playing as Azrael and getting to fight the villains and Batman would sell it for me. So you want to actually be, I suppose, the more brutal version of Batman going up against him. Would you then, Gabe, want to be like... How would you end it? Would it be a multiple ending type thing where you can like prove Batman's methods wrong, or would you like it to be like a single ending where you get, you know, inducted into the Bat family? I'm just saying because it's like in the comics. Oh Jesus! I think pretty much everywhere. Jesus, that fucker flew. Wasn't there a thing in the comics recently, a storyline where Azrael was brought back and he was effectively a member of the... Was it Batman Inc? Like Batman Incorporated? The... basically like Batman of all nations. And I think he was... like Wingman, like a member of the team, but not a super affiliated with Batman. Also, I've just thought about this. There's a character in the new Batman comics, in the comics called Ghostmaker, who is now a regular part of the continuity, who is basically just a more violent... Oh, fuck! Sorry. I've embarrassed us both. You deserve better than that, Thug. Is that Cash again?
Over here! Get us free!
So, in the comics, there was this whole thing about, like, Batman Incorporated and the Batman of all nations. And the whole thing was
I told her to run. These guys
Batman wanted effectively the idea, the ethos, the rights to Batman to be spread widely so that, criminals everywhere would be terrified that a Batman was coming for them, even if they were outside Gotham. And
Stay here. I'm going to find her.
I need to work on my fucking button pressing.
Radio, see if anyone else is around.
And I feel like there was a couple of issues where Azrael was part of that.
For the help back there.
And interesting. Like, I think he's an interesting character. It's sort of, I suppose,
we need assistance.
He was set up to fail in the comics because obviously they needed to bring Bruce back, so he had to be a failure. Did Amadeus go mad, or was he just dizzy? What?
Going after the notes yourself, eh, Bats?
I do not remember this clue even a little bit.
I've got a crew working over the doctor.
Dizzy, a top, a merry-go-round.
Squeeze the formula out of us soon enough.
Damn it! Oh, is he just crazy?
Not to mention the army of clowns ripping this place apart. One way or another, the formula will be mine. Why don't you just go on?
It's still. Oh, there we go. So this is straight out of Arkham Asylum, A Serious House on Serious Earth.
Easy, isn't it? Well, we'll see.
That's straight out of it, and it's fucking great. Yeah. Oh no! Fuck. Not available yet. Right. Multiple. What's interesting is this would have fucked up that previous challenge, right? Where saving Young, it just wouldn't have been possible that way. Good. It's bizarre how good this game still looks. And I know I'm saying that just looking up at some gently turning blades there. But the game is phenomenal and it looks amazing. It is no surprise that this became like Rocksteady's claim to fame and also the basis of their entire like oeuvre to this point. And I know that everybody's slagging off Suicide Squad. My dream game would be a Gotham where Batman hands over the mantle to Jason Todd and takes over for the retired Jim Gordon as the GCPD commissioner with a story made in similar vein as the Zodiac movie. Ooh, you fucking thought about that. Why Jason Todd specifically? Like, because there's more moral ambiguity there. Like Dick Grayson would never kill. You know, that's the whole basis of the Batman and Robin. Oh, Batman Reborn arc in the comics. With Azrael and Victor Zsasz as the main antagonist. I would like to see Zsasz as an antagonist. He's in Birds of Prey as sort of like your standard go-to villain, but I feel like I think I said this in the last stream, he's interesting as a antagonist for a more grounded Batman. I would like to see that. I'm really intrigued by why you said Jason Todd, he needs the Batman monthly contract. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting because he's living up to what? Because he's living up to Bruce's. He's trying to live up to Bruce's legacy, or yeah, to keep him on track. That's a really interesting one. I like that idea. So he is, in the same way as Azrael, an anti-hero. Oh, that works! So he's an anti-hero who's trying to live up to the Batman legacy. But whereas Azrael is like, I suppose, motivated by, he's got the like Order of Saint Dumas behind him and like that religion. Jason's purely doing it to redeem himself, become like what his adoptive father wanted him to be. That's a really interesting premise. You've turned me around on it. That's a really good idea. And it would be interesting to see a Batman without Dick Grayson and Tim Drake and Damian as like the good Robins. It would be interesting to see how you could sort of like pass that off with a Robin who had effectively failed previously to live up to the Batman legacy, but now trying to do it subsequently. That's an interesting idea. I don't think we're ever going to see it outside of an Elseworld, like an Elseworlds, or I don't know, a fan comic. But that sounds fucking brilliant. Da-da-da-doo-doo. There we go. But I can't. With the control explosions, so I'd have to go around the back. Gabe, did you play the Red Hood missions in Arkham Knight? Oh, come on. Fuck off. It has been far too long since I played this. I cannot for the life of me remember if I'm supposed to be going through this way or like... I must be. Right. Blocked, but... a way underneath, perhaps? Perhaps? A way in through here, maybe? Fuck. Am I being stupid? What else have I missed? Oh, you fool. Alright. I was thinking of this, Jason. Instead of... okay, hang on. Instead of targeting innocent people, it would be interesting if Azrael and Zaz were taking out Gotham's villains, all the while leaving clues and ciphers leading Bruce to spread the Riddler, until the Riddler seeks to help them solve the clues because he's afraid they'll be the next victim. Ooh. That's interesting. That's got a sort of element of Long Halloween to it, where the Riddler is a victim, but he's left alive. So then you could say, like... oh, that is interesting. So you're saying that Azrael could be redeemed in that situation? Like, or is he off the deep end as a villain? Because it sounds like he's... I mean, he's an anti-hero.
Hello. If anyone is on this channel, please...
from what you're saying. But is there enough, like... I suppose motivation there for him to switch and become part of the Bat family at that point? Because it's like Jason never really... I mean, even in the most recent renditions of the mythos, like, say, Gotham Knights, or I think even in the comics as well. Oh, for fuck's sake, I've really fucked this up. I cannot get through there. How do I do this? That is the slowest pendulum of all time. I like the idea of a Asriel who's willing to team up with people who normal, you know, Batman, Dick, Tim would never. That's a really interesting idea. I don't know if it would be a... I'm trying to think whether you could do it as a movie.
The mansion and have encountered armed inmates. Please respond.
You need it to be... I think that might work better as a comic, because then you've got the, like, month-to-month beats of, like, okay... here's Asriel. Oh, seems like a good guy. You know, he's doing anti-hero stuff, but Batman's teamed up with anti-heroes before. Then he's teaming up with Zars, and you go like, oh, fuck. Well, maybe he's not. So there's a lot of moral ambiguity month to month. I would watch that. I think that's good. Chris, I fucking cannot bear this fucking stupidity. You've played this game before. This thing would be more like Zodiac, but Asriel's motivations would be more like the... Okay, so he's... So Asriel's got like the John Doe mentality, which is like, I'm gonna show them something about society. Whereas, I fucking love Zodiac. Zodiac is such a good movie. And it's slow, and it's like... It builds upon itself, you know, and then you really see the cost it takes on people. You've got, like, Robert Downey Jr.'s character, who is a main character, and then he's just out of it. Like the real guy who he's based on was. Because, you know... his name's Robert Avery, I think. That's really interesting. I do need to go to the bathroom though, so 1 second. Paul Avery, you're so fucking right. It's fucked up that that was like a real story. Like, that ruined so many lives. Oh my god, I feel so stupid. Listen, Gabe, if you know what I'm supposed to be doing here, please let me know. I have no pride. I have no compunction about, like, taking direction here. I just want to... I played this game, like, so many years and years ago, and I fucking love it. I loved it then, I love it now. But I cannot for the life of me figure out where I'm supposed to go. I cannot figure this out. Yeah. Like, I know where I'm supposed to be going. And yet, I cannot figure it out. It's... My Batman is wandering back and forward in front of these guards. And it's humiliating, not just for me, the player, but for the character of Batman. Like, I would not be surprised if this was the end for how much people appreciate Batman the character. No, can't get through there. There's no way up that I can see. You know, am I being foolish by not just constantly... I have no pride. Roland Crowe? Exactly. Roland Crowe, if you can tell me the way forward, I will be in your debt eternally. Oh, I got your whispers, by the way. I finally, like, spotted the notification. I could not fucking figure out what we were talking about. It took a long time before I was like, oh, it's a reference to the game. Jesus. Are there any floor openings? Ooh, 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 ooh. That's interesting.
Central Control, please respond.
Can't go through there. Is this the door that doesn't look like a door? No, I think we got it. I think we've got it. All right. Fingers crossed we can carry on now. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Although... Oh, no. Wait, no, they wouldn't just have the... Hang on. Unless this is a... I'm so confused. I will say this. And I've been saying that a lot. It's not the game's fault. It's me. I could not be more fucking stupid. Hey! Gabe, did you follow me, by the way? Sorry, you should have got... There should have been an alert. I don't know whether I was like... Was I out of the room and just missed it? I spent a long time the other day trying to get my alert box working, so it should have looked like this. Did that happen? Gabe, thank you so much. If that didn't come up, I'm so sorry. I thought I'd figured it out. Thank you. Thank you, Roland Crowe. I also have another... Just because I'm being a boring bastard, I like this one more. This is another song I made on the Switch in Core Gadget, but I think I like this song more. I'm desperately hoping that came up, because otherwise I just like swayed a bit. This is going to drive me absolutely fucking crazy. I think the answer is for me to mostly just wander around a bit with detective vision on. Silent dancing? No!
Arkham Control, can you hear me?
I really thought that was going to work. Okay, well, you both need to hang around then until a genuine follow appears. No. I mean, that's where it should be, right? Unless there's a... This makes sense, doesn't it? There should be a way through here. So... And that doesn't work there. No grate there. I just want to get on with the game. I just want to be Batman. And not swiveling, spiraling cameraman. I feel like there has to be something I'm missing around here. You forgive me, I lost my job this week. I'm on a... Oh, it's fine. It's just an interview tape. All right. Now, is that a reference to Cillian Murphy, who played Scarecrow? Thank you, Roland Crowe. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I don't feel like it.
It's as if the shock of what he saw triggered his mental collapse. There's someone in here! It's him. We found him. Break down the door! Note to self. As ever, it is difficult to continue my research under
Oh!
conditions. Step away from Dr.
This is a brilliant bit of misdirection. I just realised that. Because every other interview tape has you doing it from, like, you hearing it from the perspective of the psychiatrist. Whereas there, that is from Scarecrow, who was a psychiatrist. I can't get a Batarang in there, can I? I don't think. Nope. Nope. Hey, listen, this is a... the tapes are fantastic. They are phenomenal. This is a very sad thing to say. But I'm going to say it anyway. I actually really appreciate both of you chatting. It's been a fucking tough week, actually, with losing my job. And not really knowing what I'm going to do next. So it's nice to have... I like my, mates in real life have been amazing, but it's actually really nice to know that people online are just as, and obviously you're not just people online, you're real people, but it's nice to have people who are chatting online. And if you ever need something similar, I'm more than happy to pop into your chats or whatever, and that'd be fucking brilliant. Pathetic, I know. You can really see why they made Detective Vision so much less effective in the subsequent games, just because you're basically just playing it normally like this, just with a ton of advantages and nothing else. There's literally no downside to playing this whole game in detective mode, other than... Nope, no downside. Have I ever been stuck? Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? This is just going to loop around though, isn't it? Thanks, Rolling Crow. Right. Out and down, and then... All that for a Riddler trophy. I just really want it. Yeah, the colouring is really interesting, and it's interesting that they... So I was saying I went back and I've played all these games now in reverse order. So I started with Arkham Knight, going back through. You know, that's would be great. Go on. Me finding my way fucking forward. Is that it? I'm doing my best.
Hello? Anyone there?
I'm doing my best.
Hello? Hello? Someone please respond.
I believe. Thank you, Rolling Crow. It has to be in here. I've decided it's in here. Keep an eye out for anything. Because I have not committed suicide Batman. Patrick Warburton, right, is one of the greatest actors of our generation. And by our generation, I mean every generation. He is so fucking good in both dramatic roles and in, like, comedic voice roles as, like, Brock Sampson. The man could not be more... I mean, the man's got the best voice ever. I have one I want to. Quite a deep voice. I can do a very good... No! I refuse to believe that was the way forward. There is no fucking way that they just had that open, because that made me think that I'd been up there already. Ron Crow, fingers crossed you'll be able to see this soon, and fingers crossed it is the actual door, because oh my god. Alright, well look, you know what? I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. We're going forward. We've done it now.
Hold on! I think I've got it. Yeah, you said that 10 minutes ago.
You could be the one to tell him. I'm not gonna.
It'll be open any second. Damn it! You're an idiot. Joker's not gonna be happy, and you know what that means. Quiet! Just shut up! I'm trying!
Surprise! I'm as surprised as you that I made it through. Good. No, what are you talking about? That was about half an hour.
Joker's thugs were trying to get into that office.
It looks like they couldn't get through the main door. Got to find a different way in.
Well, certainly a man who could not figure out how to get in through an open door will be able to do that now. Alright, so that was up there. Every time there is a distinct... thank you, Gabe. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, even though I suspect... God, I cannot hit the right button either. I suspect you might be lying to save my feelings. Alright, so is this... Ra's al Ghul. Okay, so there you go. Fancy guy. I feel like you've got to have a certain amount of confidence to wear a collar that big. All right, here we go. Once again, I think we established yesterday the reason why this place is so filthy. You can say, oh, it's for atmosphere. You can say, oh, it's because, you know, there's... it's because the designers just wanted it to be scary. I think you can explain it by having Quincy Sharp or whoever it was who developed Arkham City go, look, it's run down as fuck. Throwing babies, exactly. You want to... We should all have throwing babies confidence. Now, Roland Crowe, is that a...
Someone has already got
Homestar Runner reference? Or are you just genuinely throwing babies at this point?
No No sign of forced entry. Whoever opened it knew the combination.
Wow, she looks like Sandra Bullock.
Let's see.
Good. Dr. Young got to her notes before Joker.
I also
She's taken them to hide somewhere.
would like to live
I need
my
to
life
follow
like
her
that.
and find
That
out where she
amount of
put them.
confidence. Amazing game. Oh, well, it's this then. I was just about to say any unique, oh god, what's it called? Asset is going to be the answer to a riddle. This is the Black Mask one. All right, I'm back out the same way. I just think because it's such a like a limited environment. Like I like Arkham City so much. I like Arkham Knight quite a bit as well. Arkham Knight. But there's something about having it so tight and such a well-designed environment that makes me go, this was a real labor of love. Really? All right. Yeah, checks out. Wait. Is this... This isn't the room where they foreshadowed Arkham City, is it? You don't like open world. Really? That's interesting. I like open world when it's done with clearly a lot of like thought going into what makes open world really interesting. So there's a really good documentary about why Breath of the Wild, for instance, was so successful, and it's in part because they went about, I think it was mostly like triangles and ovals. They designed everything so that wherever you looked there was something of interest, and that's why Breath of the Wild was so interesting and like such a great example of an open world game. Whereas there's a lot of open world games where I feel like they just went, it's big, so enjoy. Gotta be the computer, surely. Nope. Not the balls. There we go. Oh, of course, the thing I actually saw her interact with.
Oracle, I'm on Dr. Young's trail. I've had to calibrate the scanner to only show recent prints. If I follow these, I will find her or the notes.
I hope it works. Just so you know, the GCPD found one of Joker's bombs downtown.
It's interesting because
It was full of marzipan and kittens.
As I thought, it's just a twisted diversion. The
Kevin
real
Conroy,
action's
his
on
voice for Batman, in both this and, you know, the animated series and Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, he sounds calm at all times, but there's more than a few times where his emotion leaks through and you really feel it, as though it's like, I know everyone says that it's Batman who's the real person and Bruce Wayne is the mask, and certainly there's a lot to be said for that as an interpretation, but the way Kevin Conroy plays him, even though it is like Bruce Wayne as the mask, you don't forget that Batman, the real guy, has this emotion as well. He's such a good voice actor. So she went up here. Through here. Through there. And now I can open the door? Alright. Western corridor. Now, there's something to be said for a villain who has his own special brand of like wrapping paper and tape. I feel like you can go a long way as a villain if you have that much dedication to your theme. Right, let's find out where Dr. Young is. It's interesting how so many of these gameplay loops were like maintained throughout the entire series, because even in Arkham Knight you're still following people's fingerprints by locking onto them and like doing this, and it's fascinating, frankly, because it never becomes particularly boring. It's a neat way to lead you to the next. Do you have anyone you've always wanted to portray Batman? Ooh, that's a fucking good one. Because we've had some really weird Batman. Obviously, Robert Pattinson is not your like hench Batman. Christian Bale is a character actor who played Batman. I always wanted to play Batman. You know who I actually might have liked to portray Batman is let's see if I can get him. So Sean Pertwee. He's got the gruff voice. He's grizzled, but he also looks like he could be, you know, upmarket. He looks like he could be a white bread boy. But he's also shown that he's not afraid to do genre fiction. So, the fucking full movie of Dog Soldiers on YouTube? Fucking absolutely brilliant. Oh, and you know what? I've just fucking realized. Sean Pertwee played Alfred in the Robert Pattinson movie. That's fucking weird. All right, so Sean Pertwee, let's have a look. Yeah, look, he's playing Alfred.
Coming in, sunshine. Don't be shy, your mother wasn't. Chop, chop.
No. Imagine he's using a Gotham accent.
Bloody rude.
Or to play Batman, because it's very much like a who do you want to play James Bond type. They both have to be incredibly physically capable, but they also have to be charming, because obviously that's how he then, you know, gets away with being Bruce Wayne as well. Now, I don't know that he could necessarily have done it at the time, but I think maybe Bruce Campbell. There's an interview he does where he's talking about, my name is Bruce, where he is so charming. Official trailer. Let's just keep an eye on this, right? But he's so charming, and he's almost too funny, just naturally, to be Batman.
You know his movies.
Maniac Cop?
Bubba Hotep, by the way, is fucking brilliant.
You know his name.
Bruce Campbell is the greatest actor of his generation.
Bruce Campbell.
Hey, I know that guy. Unlike most action stars, I can speak, what's the word, English.
He's kind to animals.
Time for some hooch! Hooch for the pooch!
He loves his fans.
Give me your autograph. Ever see Rawhide? Yeah. Well, then you gotta keep them doggies rolling.
He's fucking great.
And
Mr. Campbell, we need your help.
When he was almost Mysterio in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. Yeah. But I feel like he never got to stretch his legs all that much. Yeah. He was, honestly, he's not only was he nearly Mysterio, he has always been one of those guys who is right on the cusp of being a major star. And he never, for whatever reason, never became like a big action hero. Like he could have been your Kurt Russells. He could have been like, you know what he would have been? He would have been a better Chris Pratt. Had he been born a couple of years later, he would have been a better Chris Pratt and stuff. So yeah, I would have had Bruce Campbell. I've been watching. Ooh, Josh Brolin. Interesting. Yeah, that's an interesting one. He's your proper like stern. I don't think I've ever seen Josh Brolin be funny. Not that Batman is funny, by the way. I'm still in that mindset of Bruce Campbell. But yeah, Josh Brolin has got that kind of like very fucking stern, like authority voice to him. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, that's right. I'm not tracking it anymore. Here we go. Nope. There we go. I remember the first time I played this, going like, this is so clever. This is such a clever depiction of how much of a good detective Batman is. You know, he's following fingerprints like this. He's developed this tech. Kevin Bacon. Willem Dafoe's Joker. That's just the shape of his face. The man looks like he couldn't play anybody else apart from Joker. Hey.
I heard a voice on one of the radios. It sounded like they were being told to meet in the warden's office.
All right, and then where did you see Dr. Young go? Oh, secret book. Got it. Size of this fucking book. George Clooney. Yeah.
Oracle. I found Dr. Young's
I've appreciated.
So does that mean you've stopped Joker?
It's never this simple with him.
Good save. Thank you very much.
What's that you've got there, Bats? No, not the formula.
Good save, Roland Corey. Thank you.
What am I going to do? Who can help me now? What's that?
That's a really nice
How
visual
about our old friend Zaz? I did
image. Like the eyes of the cowl go completely white as they are in the comics when he's in detective mode. Fucking great. You want Josh Clooney as Mr. Fantastic, really? But I thought Pedro Pascal is cast, right? He's going to be Mr. Fantastic. I think. You know who I wouldn't have minded as Roland Crowe? Come on. I think who I wouldn't have minded as Mr. Fantastic is who plays Rick Grimes in Walking Dead. I feel like there's a mix of serious and humorous that would have really worked there with that guy. Andrew something or other. Also, he's got to be... I've got to believe they can stretch. Good. All right, on our way. I don't think they saw. I think they're too busy taking care of one another to notice that I really fucked that jump up. What I think is fascinating about this is Scarecrow, isn't it? This is the good Scarecrow as well. This is the best. This is the best one. Look, it's the fucking endless corridor. Let's go. Yeah. Ron Grow, it's the best
You insisted on sitting
version
through
of it.
that movie again, Bruce. Come on, we'll be late for Alfred.
I'm sorry, Daddy.
Go easy on him, Tom. He loved it so. Alfred will wait. Keep up, Bruce.
Like, genuinely just such a good idea and done so well. I would love to see.
We can cut through here.
But it's starting to rain. Bruce is tired. Can't we just wait for him here?
Come on, keep up.
There's, I don't know if you've seen a Boundary Break on YouTube, where they go and they show you how stuff is done like this. Or Illusory Wall does it really, really well for the Dark Souls series.
Please, there's no need for
But look, it's gradually becoming more and more of Gotham City. It's so good. It's amazing. Like, how would you ever think to do this, let alone actually, like, do it effectively? It's wonderful. Yeah, it is brilliant. And right over there, by the game's, by the series' internal logic, is the theatre where Joker dies. And also, which is, oh, actually, I'm an idiot. Of course, it's not only the theatre where Joker dies.
Come on, kid, this way.
It's
Take a seat in
the
my office.
Is he okay?
theatre where these two, outside of which these two got shot as well.
Kid like that with all that money, he'll be just.
Oh, this child is creepy looking.
Shut up, now. He's 8 years old and all alone. Money won't fix that.
Whatever you say, Gordon. His
It's
butler
very good.
was
This is like what I was saying last time I streamed. Arkham Asylum, when Batman goes into it, is him confronting his fears and his trauma and his messed up personality just as much as his villains. But
I know you don't feel like answering me, but it's the only way
Bruce
to
is the one
actually do
who
this.
wants to be better. He wants to become a better person, and that's what ultimately lets him, like,
I don't know.
power through it. And that's explicit in the comics. I know it's not true of people who are real life mentally ill. You can't simplify things that much for people in the real world. But it's a great comic book example of what makes the character special. Have I ever looked at these before? I came for the ass kicking and childhood trauma, all out of asses to beat. Exactly. Rowdy Roddy Piper might have been a good Batman. Rowdy Roddy might have been a wonderful Batman. Maybe not, I don't know. No, I think it's particularly interesting that... I fucked up. I knew it was going to be bad the second I started running out. Are you even able to do detection mode here?
Now suffer.
Not a great line. No. I cannot do detective vision. Right.
Stay still. This won't hurt.
That's my fault, I'm sorry.
Now madness takes you forever.
I'm very sorry about that, that's on me. Oh, wait. Oh, for fuck's sake.
See you, Batman.
It's not...
And at the end of fear, oblivion.
Now, just so you know, you might have thought you've seen me fail there. Incorrect. This is part of the Scarecrow gas. You're more afraid that I failed than anything else, which is very sweet of you, by the way. But it's not true. So we're just gonna power through this bit, and you'll come back to your senses. I actually can do that. There we go. Problem solved.
Everything you see is untrue. control.
Which actually makes it significantly more embarrassing that he loses if everything is under his control. I would fuck up. Like, do you remember before when I had the
What are you trying to do?
Firefox? Browser window open rather than the game. That's my version of this. Nope. Don't think so. Thank you. Now, if I were a supervillain, I also would choose a superpower that just meant I could rotate slowly on the spot. I'm not a particularly active person. I like to run, but... No, the other way. The other way. There we go. Perfect. But if I could just gently spin in place, I feel like that would be my ideal evil superpower.
Look at you now.
Question. I don't think I was...
Failed. Now.
I don't think I did fail. I think I was well within cover there. Right, hang on. Sorry. Steam review. I meant to just go to an open window. Instead, I just ended up playing the My Name is Bruce trailer over and over again. Right, ready? I was playing, when it first came out, a lot of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. Which, you know, that Dead by Daylight slash Friday the 13th game. And it was great. And I really enjoyed playing it. I thought it was fantastic. But there were times when it became extremely obvious that you were not actually going up against, for fuck's sake.
I know you're there. Now madness takes you forever.
I can't even play the game. That's on me. You're right. Oop. And round, and no problem. And there we go. I would love to see a... It's Awesome Games done quick right now, isn't it? I would love to see this game done.
Your mind will shatter like glass.
Huh? Like... Oh! Ron Crow, I saw the clips you made of the last one and the Bane fight made me reevaluate how I talk about shit in general. Like, the fact that I will just say one word on its own and go like, good point, Chris, really made me just think, I'm not sure I should be allowed to speak in general. No, I loved it actually. It's one of the first times that anybody has ever made a clip of anything I've ever done, so I really appreciated it. It felt good. Not to be a big sad bastard, but it was nice. Car.
No, Bane. This time, I break you.
Car. Hang on. Right, he's looking back. He's having a great time. As you would if you've created this scenario in this situation. Right, here we go. Bang. Bang. Oof. I think I can make that. He's fucked up. I took too long. We're ignoring it. Good. I'm glad. Hey, Roland Crow, are you streaming also, or?
I know you're there. And at the end of fear, oblivion.
That's the LP tax. I used to watch a lot of. In fact, I used to watch all of the Best Friends Play stuff on their channel, which was amazing. It was like the first time I ever thought, wow, like there are people who are so entertaining, but they are not.
There's no escape.
You know, they're not traditional trained entertainers, but they are, for fuck's sake, but they are far more entertaining than
you failed.
A lot of people. It's like an entirely different skill set. It's like Emma Stone, right, is a wonderful actress. If just in case she's watching. But could she do a Let's Play and be entertaining all the time? And I don't know. And yet these like 4 guys from Montreal were making me laugh all the fucking time. And all of a sudden I was like, well, these guys are aware of themselves, they're aware of who they are, like they're streaming in such a way that you can tell it's a job for them and they don't necessarily enjoy it every single day, but they're fucking putting the work in. And I don't know, I loved it. I don't know why we got onto this, but I think what I've learned is that Emma Stone probably could actually stream. I think she's one of those few celebrities who is not necessarily bought in from their parents' money, but actually, you know, genuinely wants to entertain. Like, look at Emilia Clarke, right? Terrible actress, terrible.
Oh, there you are.
But that's like, I guess if your parents are very rich, that's your career. See, this is why I would almost like to see, in retrospect, what Batman was doing while we saw that. You know, how was he like getting up to this clock tower?
Zaz has Dr. Young trapped in the warden's office.
I don't think I've ever noticed that. It's a really nice detail. They have the scarab of the Arkhams as like a recurring motif in the raw ironwork. That's interesting.
It's locked. I need to find another way down.
Good, good. Now there is something about clock tower. I see. There is something about clock towers as a like a motif in games. It's such an interesting set piece because they're so unique in design and purpose. There are so few clock towers in the world, and yet everybody instinctively understands them. It's like, it's wonderful. I'm thinking about Uncharted 4. I'm thinking about Resident Evil 2, the remake. Even though Batman isn't Oracle in the clock tower, she certainly fucking is. In fact, her perch, her Batcave is called the clock tower, and that's taken straight from the comics. Oh, did it smash? I see. How interesting. Yeah. A game of cat and mouse can be painful.
You try and get past me, Bats, and I
If you're
will
lucky.
fry you.
There you are.
Well,
I've been waiting for you. Listening to
Ron Crow, you
Sam
are
and the good doctor
the,
scream
I
while
think,
you played around in
only person who's made a
Scarecrow's
clip of me in
world.
1,000 years, so I
How was
really
it this
appreciate that.
time? Learn anything about yourself? Oh, tell me. Pull up a seat. Talk to me. I'm all
So I
ears.
briefly wrote
Actually, that
about this
reminds
for an
me.
article.
I could have sworn
Games
I heard
are
Zaz
obsessed
cutting
with bathrooms,
her
and it's
ears
not because they're, you know, an integral part of any game, if you're not, you know, in Silent Hill, but because if they're not there, players take note of it. All it takes is for one player to go, one like streamer to go, well, where the fuck are all the bathrooms? And then it's like, that's it. The illusion of a real place has been broken. You could write an entire article, and I might actually, for gamerooms.substack.com, all about how games toilets add so much to fucking games, and yet we never take it for granted. Like, I'm thinking about the bathrooms on the... Oh, no, that's for the ladies. For the bathrooms on the...
Stay where you are, Batman.
Oh, he's back. Fucking Zaz. The bathrooms in Dead Space.
Come any closer.
They are
Make the room crimson
everywhere
with
you
her
go in Dead
blood.
Space, and Dead Space 2 is a industrial living space. And so they have to include toilets because that's what the player expects. And they don't necessarily add anything to the game. And yet without them, it feels empty. It's a really interesting, like, psychological thing that developers have to deal with. A room that shouldn't exist from a gameplay perspective, but has to because that's what players expect.
I can see the veins in her neck.
I can feel the veins in her neck throbbing, Batman. I can smell her sweat and tears. Oh, is this not just another corner cover? Of course it is.
I need to make the kill. I can't.
Whoop. Problem solved. Sorry, I overcomplicated that.
You monster! You evil, evil, evil monster!
He's not going anywhere. You can stop now.
Sorry.
What a fucking voice Kevin Conroy had.
I saw Bane.
I know. Joker threatened me. I wanted to stop the experiment. I tried to give him.
I
his
don't
money
think
back.
if
Joker doesn't take no for an answer.
He wants an army.
I think
A
if
horrible, twisted force
somebody
to
with this
destroy
voice
Gotham,
asked me
but he couldn't do
anything,
it
I'd
without
be
the
like,
formula. I hid it, but
So now he has Venom and your formula.
God, he has.
yeah, let's do it.
gallons of the stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lab hidden in the gardens.
He'd be like,
Security key codes for the
you're
entire
gonna give
island
me
are in the
this.
warden's safe.
You're gonna give me this for 50% off.
You think anything
And
he
I'd
says
go,
makes sense? I think he's insane. Oh my God!
Get out of the way!
oh, she's dead. She's dead. Oh, hi, ma. Oh, Peek Boo. This fucking mouse, I forgot about it.
You know how Mr. J hates a squealer. Talking about squealers.
Oh, somebody help me!
God, Arlene Sorkin.
That old loony actually thinks he runs this place. Talk about crazy. Well, bad places to go. Get it, boys. If you
So,
get cops, knock 'em down, but
Arlene
not too
Sorkin
rough.
is like
Jay needs 'em at the party.
the originator of the Harley Quinn character, all because of her voice, her like Brooklyn drawl, effectively. Unbelievable. She created a character almost by accident, and it's kind of like nobody ever lived up to it since. Like, as good as Margot Robbie is, and she's great, Arlene Sorkin nailed the character so much originally that nobody's ever going to do again. What was the name of the clown lady from Arms? The Nintendo fighting game, which was fucking brilliant, by the way. Clown Lady Arms. This might get me banned from Twitch for TOS. Lola Pop. That's right. Lola Pop Arms. Here we go. Right, let's have a look. Good. Oh, Arms was amazing. Like, Arms was genuinely fantastic. Me and my brother had such a good time. In fact, before I ran a half marathon a couple of years ago. This is how I would warm up in my flat before I would go out. You would actually have to like throw the punches with the Joy-Cons. It was brilliant. Something about lady clowns which everybody really likes. And that's obviously got to do something for somebody. Anyway. So what we've learned is... Oh, it was well good. Arms was phenomenal. Like, I would love to play Arms again now. And still could. Actually, now I think about it. Well, I cannot remember. Oh, thank God.
Have you figured out a way past
What am I?
these
You're Moses
security
Clown King?
Before she
Really?
died, she told me there's a production plant hidden somewhere in the gardens.
Good. It's just kind of nice to have it out in the open, you know?
It's a two-part biometric sequence apparently generated by the Warden using a code sequencer.
And destroyed
They're
by
100%.
Joker in the safe explosion.
I know a
Quinn has the Warden.
girl
He's the
from
only chance we have to get past these gates.
2 jobs ago who had a side business, and this was not pre OnlyFans because obviously that's been around forever, but her thing was she had people would pay her to do square mouth, which was like getting her mouth in a square. Like, I can't do it. I physically can't do it. Like, no, I can't do it. But people would pay her to do it, and that was like their thing. And she'd cornered this market effectively. And it was like, please don't do it. Yeah, accurate. Yeah, but that's one of the things. There's a book by Warren Ellis called Crooked Little Vein, and Warren Ellis subsequently has been like found out to be a big sex pervert, which, if you read the book, sort of actually makes a lot of sense. But it's all about a road trip across America and like finding out about a bunch of like kind of like no kink shaming here. If you're into whatever, good for you. Provided it's all consensual, provided like the weirder the better, ideally. You know, the world needs variety. But there's stuff in that book like macroherpetophilia, which is a fetish for giant lizards. So people who are like turned on by Godzilla, and the people who, and this is real because there was a Vice documentary about it. The people who have like saline solution injected into their I don't know if Twitch is going to allow it, but I'm going to me to say it, so I'm going to go on the big screen like this, and you're going to have to interpret out what I say. People who have saline solution injected into their so they have enormous, and that's their their fetish. And fair play, you know. It takes a lot of people their entire lives to find out what they're into. So fair play to these people for figuring it out so soon in their life. You know, I think life's about oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. I think life's about
Hey, someone held Bat Baby up off the floor.
this is the one I remember. That's the line I remember specifically from playing this game. It's bizarre. Somebody helped Bat Baby up off the floor. It's grim. Yeah, not Bat Baby. Quite.
Maybe she likes older guys. Stop jacking. You ruin everything. Jeez, calm down. Tell him to shut up now.
There's a subreddit that's all about people getting their bad tattoos covered or removed, and I can't remember what the name of the actual subreddit is right now, but so many of them are, you go, why the fuck would you ever get that tattooed? And it's obviously because in the moment they loved it, or they were with somebody who loved it, and you just kind of think, I could be that person, I could be the sort of person who would get a fucking weird tattoo because whoever I was dating was into it. I think that would be fun, and that's fine. But there are so many other examples where you go, I would never get that. I would never, ever, ever get that tattooed. I was looking at a guy who had... In fact, when I went in to get... When I went in to get this tattooed, it's Smaug. It's the Tolkien illustration of Smaug from The Hobbit. I was on break from lunch. I was on lunch break from work. I didn't want to go back to the office. I had 2 hours spare, so I just went and got a tattoo. But I quite like it now. And the tattoo artist was showing me stuff that people have had tattooed there. And it was the weirdest fucking stuff. It was always oh, here's a Disney character who also is a penis. Or here's a penis who is also a Disney character. Or here's a Warner Brothers character who happens to have a penis. Massive penis growing on them. And you just go why? I'm sure it means something to them, but what does it mean? And you can't ask that to them because obviously it's well, for one thing, they're not there. I fainted thinking about saline scrotums. You know what? I'll allow that. I feel like that's a very, very good reason to pass out. Yeah. But not macroherpetophilia, for whatever reason. I'm still talking about it, yeah. Don't worry about it. Dun, 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 dun. Right. I just think it's interesting. Me and my girlfriend watched a show a couple of years ago all about human pups, which is exactly what it sounds like, by the way. And one of them was this guy, I think his name was Richard, and he'd broken up with his girlfriend, but he kept his human pup stuff at hers, and she was basically a confidant at that point. They'd previously gone out, but now she was basically just his storage space. And he kept his latex puppy suit round at hers, and would occasionally go round and like dress up round hers and stay in like a dog cage. Well, Roland Crowe, I'm afraid that this is the real world. Like, look it up. It's called Channel 4 Human Pups. Me and Nolly watched it. It was interesting. It was genuinely interesting. But at the end of it, this guy was like, yeah, I've been a human pup for my friend Colin. And, you know, he was basically getting banged by Colin while dressed up as a latex puppy. Unbelievable that this is a conversation I'm having on Twitch. But ultimately, what do you mean? Why am I admitting this? It was a documentary. Like, it's fascinating to watch this kind of stuff because it's like, well, this is what people are into. Anyway, they ended up asking his previous girlfriend, who he'd left to be a human pup, oh, do you hope he gives this up and gets back together with you? And she was like, yeah, I hope so. And me and Nolly were like, why? At this point, he's been on TV going to the human pup competition in Germany. Yeah, that's what we thought. And it was kind of sweet, actually. There was this whole thing where it was like, oh, what's your human pup's trick? And his was, he would grab a pen between his teeth and write his name on a piece of paper. It was very wholesome. It was very, very wholesome. You know, he wanted to be a dog. Fine. But then the other dogs in the competition were up to some weird stuff. And like, no kink shaming, but it was very weird what they were up to. And all of a sudden, him writing his name with a pen in his mouth, it just seemed kind of cute and tame. I don't know how to describe it. Anyway, if you can watch that documentary, I would seriously recommend it because it's one of those things where you find out that there's a difference between what people, I don't know, it's almost like you learn there's no limit to what people are into, but also what they will like about other people. You know, there's a lot of, it's a fucking pathetic thing to say, but there's a lot of love involved. Here's another thing I liked about this game. His cape gets ripped. Now, oh, fuck, I'm massive. You could live with it? Yeah. Want it to be fine. My head is big, you're right. I completely forgot I was still in detective mode. Dun, 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 dun. Right. Oh shit. Lads. Sorry, I accidentally landed. It's not what I wanted. It is fucking brilliant, actually, how you can target individuals like that. Like, that guy's got a gun. I will hit him, even in the middle of this, like, massive melee. It's really good. Bam! I always liked, it was particularly in Arkham City, I loved that whenever you would grapple somebody towards you, Batman would like do a sort of like sideways flip and kick him, and it was just phenomenal. Like, it really, really made me feel like it was, you were effectively like the peak human superhero. Zaz is counting on you finding his work, so that is still the like tally on a body. Da, 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 do. What?
I don't is unloading them into your
My
head.
ex-husband had me play this for my second PS game ever because it's kind of easy and forgiving. Really? Well, Roland Crowe, I didn't even know... Well, obviously, I barely know you. We've chatted like 5 times on here, and you've... But I didn't know you were previously married. Oh, for fuck's sake. Nobody here, don't worry about it. Bam! Oh, come on! So, in later games, I could have pulled him over the edge. Here's the thing about this, right? No, you're not necessarily... No, I wouldn't know that. You're not necessarily old. It's like one of those things where I've got mates who are divorced as well. They're my age. Like we're... Well, everybody's old enough to be divorced. Like, I'm 35. I'm old enough to be divorced multiple times. But because I wasn't sophisticated or mature enough to get into a proper relationship until I was in my late 20s, I'm still in my, like, first big relationship. Still in. And no intention of ever fucking getting out of it because she's fucking amazing. Come on, fuck off. Now, I was watching people playing the new Yakuza game. And there's something about being able to grab a bin and just swing it into people that made me feel like this is proper gaming. Here's the thing I like, right? So this like tearing the cloak, very satisfying. So satisfying. This tearing the cloak should, in theory, just like ruin his aerodynamicism.
Taped patient evaluation 1. Patient
But
name
it
is
really
Victor
contributes to this
Zsasz.
idea that
Diagnosed
Batman is getting
clinically
beaten
insane
up. He is
after the murder of at
fighting his way
least
through
20
over the course of the
women in
evening. Oh, sorry.
Hello, Victor. I'm Dr. Cassidy. Seeing as this is our first session, let's spend some time getting to know each other.
I don't need to know you, Miss Cassidy. Everything is meaningless.
Don't you think that's a very negative outlook on life, Victor?
You've no doubt read my file.
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
It says you come from a
It
wealthy
is.
family.
It's so pretty.
That your parents died.
And I really, really
How
like...
you lost all the money gambling.
And none of it matters.
Why do you keep saying that, Victor?
Because
I really like this incredibly stylistic artwork. Zsasz should be terrifying.
If you're referring to the marks on your...
Of course.
But he's not got this... He's not got the voice that I would have expected, you know? It's very cerebral, almost, in a way that the character doesn't actually bear out. It's... You know what it is? It's Hannibal. It's Hannibal Lecter. Okay, Clarice. Hang on. Hang on. No, I can't do it. All right. And in. Kaplow. Oh, they weren't looking. Disappointing. So this is the penitentiary. I'm not sure that... See, that's what I meant earlier when I said the finishing move takes far too long every single time, and yet, because it's an option, I always go for it. I fall for it every single game. Okay. I've missed a text from my girlfriend. I've got to go and find her from the station. thank you so much for watching. I will be back to play this probably tomorrow, to be honest. Follow me on all these. Thank you. This one is the new email I write about games. I interview people about like indie creators about games, and then fuck the rest. But thank you so much for watching. This has been really, really fun. And yeah, please follow. Tell your friends. I'm shy at this, but yeah, it's been really good fun, and I will hopefully see you all again soon.